All right, welcome everyone to this week's episode of the Pip Therapy Podcast. I'm Kyle, and we've got Trevor, and then a very special guest in Jonah from the hardcore band. Do you consider it hardcore? Strange Joy from Houston, but what do you call it? Because I don't
It's
know.
rock. It's rock music.
It's rock music. All
It's
right,
rock
that's
music.
that's the all
Yeah,
encompassing. I
I'm
like
wearing
it.
a Foo Fighters shirt right now, so it's like rock music.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard because like Trevor was like, oh, they have an album called Power Pop, like they're a pop band, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know
that's
about
kind of
that
just like
one.
a play on words, just because like everybody, nobody knows what to call Strange Joy, and so I was like, fuck it, we're a power pop band, and so like, yeah, I was just like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where like that song on that record is real catchy, and I was like, fuck it. No one knows what we are. We don't know what we are. Like, we can be whatever the fuck we want to be. That's why I
Yeah.
just say we're a rock band, because, yeah.
It
So
works.
I've
What
said
what you are
this,
is good. What you are is good. We'll just
Thank
say
you.
that. What you are is
yeah.
good. So
I used to say this a lot at the beginning when we started the podcast, but I have a big issue with like I have to be able to associate bands together. So like I'm not genre police. Like I don't care what you call yourself, but if you call yourself a hardcore band, I'm going to listen to other hardcore bands to try to associate you with kind of thing. So like it's always interesting to hear a band like yours. And like again, the band's like Gum. I know that you're playing some shows with them coming up. You've
The
got,
homie.
Drug Church, like other bands like that. Like that's like the sensibilities that I'm getting. But like I don't know what genre it is. And so it always throws me through a loop, even though it's awesome, you know.
Yeah, that's why I just am like, yo, it's a rock band. Like, we can play with, like, we just played a show with Glare. That was like our first show back in almost a year. Um, but then we've also played shows with Regional Justice Center and Judiciary. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, those are two super far ends of each spectrum. So,
yeah,
like, it's weird.
that's the beauty of the scene today, though. That you could play a show with like Judiciary, because yeah, like sonically, you guys sound different, and like back in our day where we're from, like that show probably would have been a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Like it would have caused a lot of problems. But it's cool that you guys can play that and like have it be cool.
Yeah. No, it was cool. And, like, Jake and the guys from Judiciary came up afterwards. This was like one of our first shows. And they were super cool. And I was like, yo, that's sick that like this heavy ass band came up to our not so heavy ass band and was like, yo, y'all are great. And I was like, yo, appreciate y'all. Like,
Yeah.
it is a beautiful thing to be able to play so many different types of shows, because I never wanted to like pigeonhole us, you know?
So that being said, obviously you guys are associated with the scene somehow, right? So did you grow up as a hardcore kid? What'd you grow up on to
I
kind of get to this point?
I probably grew up on like more emo music and stuff. My mom actually is like a big reason of why my mom had me when she was 20. And so my mom had me when she was just out of being a teenager. And so like my mom showed me Brand New and Stretch Armstrong and like MXPX and
Oh, sick.
um yeah, yeah, and Taking Back Sunday and like Foo Fighters, like all these bands that like I still resonate with today. And yeah, so she got me into music, and like ever since I've been a little kid, I've been like, that's something I want to do in like any capacity. That's some shit that I just like really like and want to do. And shout out to Anna because she got me into it.
That's
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Those are like the same bands that got me and him into music. So
Hell yeah. Yo, I don't know if you
good feeling.
saw, but I was like, yo, I'm like the youngest old head you'll like ever
Yeah.
meet. And it's
Gonna
so
ask you
true.
about that.
Yeah, yeah. I you know, a lot of the youth doesn't want to listen to the old heads, but I love talking to them. So this will be a fun podcast for sure.
Yeah, I would like to think we're old head. We're 35 or about to be 35. So like that's old head adjacent. We're getting there.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I turned 29 in December, so we're still the same age group, you know what I mean? But I have like a lot
yeah.
of friends that are 40, 45,
Hmm.
50. So I've had a lot of OGs in the scene, and so it's cool to
Yeah,
still be friends with them. And yeah,
Well, that's
that's
what's fun
cool.
for us because we've been able to grab Will to Live, Die Young. We grabbed Mike from Realms of Death and like all the bands that he plays in and stuff like that.
hell
And
yeah,
like we say, we're edging that line of old head. I don't feel old head, but like those guys,
Are the
the
real old
amount of
heads.
experience that those guys have,
Yeah.
it's unreal. Like listening to them tour in
You,
the early 2000s, late 90s and stuff like that. It's awesome.
I
yeah,
think the reason why we feel that way, and this is including you, Jonah, is that like we started listening to this music. The first concert I went to, I was like 12 years old, right? It was like Tiger Army and the Damned. It was like a straight up like skinhead punk show in Salt Lake City, right? So like
sick.
I've been involved in this scene for a long time, so it
Yeah,
feels like I'm an old head, right?
no,
So same
same.
with you. Like if you grow up on this, then like yeah, you're 20 whatever, and you're an old head.
Yeah. I also have a kid, so that like ages me by like 10 years. So
Yeah.
even though I'm turning 29, I might as well be turning like 39. Uh, yeah, because I was like the first one out of all of our friends to have a kid, and uh, yeah, so I'm the youngest old head you'll ever meet. So it's cool,
It's
and
tight.
I love being the OG for like the younger kids and stuff. Shout out Owen from Isolate and on my back. I'm your old head, dude. It's super sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Dude, I gotta say, every time I see this is just super random, but when I hear Foo Fighters or see a shirt, have you heard when they talk about when they met Christopher Walken or whatever, and he like introduced them as the Foo Fighters
Foo
and
Fighters.
Foo Fighters, and now I can't hear it any other way. So
There is
yeah,
a Strange Joy demo on my laptop for the LP coming out that is Strange Foo dash Fi dash Ters. So yeah, for
there we
sure.
go. Love it. Okay, so going back to like your mom introducing you to stuff, like what caught your attention? Because like I remember bands like Taking Back Sunday and Brand New, but like I definitely migrated a lot more to Taking Back Sunday. Cute without the E, like that album is
Perfect
just
record.
it's incredible, right?
Perfect record.
Changed me. So
Yeah.
like what do you remember as like a kid listening to some of those, and like what grabbed you?
Dude, I don't know. I do know that that is my in my top 10 records of all time for me personally. Um, but I think um just from like hearing like the opening track and like you know how I do like to closing it with Full Head Club, which is why my username on Instagram is Full Head Club. Um is I don't know, that whole record just like encapsulated everything. And then like seeing like because me and my mom would like watch like MTV or Fuse or like whatever growing up together and like YouTube videos and stuff and like watching Adam like throw the mic around and like do all the
Yeah.
crazy ass tricks like and climb like the fucking rafters at Warp Tour and stuff. I was like I don't know what this is but like I want to be a part of it. Like it's sick as hell. Yeah, so it was super cool and that's yeah, that's in my top 10 of all time for sure. I
I
love
mean,
that record.
nothing can grab you more than Flava Flav popping out on your soul last summer and being up there and they're rapping and the lyrics,
How
you could
much
slit
money
my
did
throat.
Victory have for that? Like, how much money did Victory throw at Flava Flav to get him in the music video?
That's a good question. Okay. So there's one of two things. They may have thrown a bag at him, or Flava Flav may have had to pay off some baby mamas and took a little chunk of change kind of thing just to
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
done.
Who knows?
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
no, for real. That album, tell all your friends. So early 2000s, we're probably right there with you. Like I grew up, my introduction was actually like Less Than Jake was the big one for me. Newfound Glory. Then I got into the Taking Back Sundays. And listen, there was beef, right? Taking Back
there,
Sunday versus Brand New. I was
yep.
team Taking Back Sunday, man. I didn't listen to Brand New. So I
Yeah,
jumped
but
all into that.
it's so funny because once I started playing guitar, like I was like, "Oh, Brand New's totally the better band of the two," but I like Taking Back Sunday more. Shout out Vinny from Brand New. Dude is a shredder. So that really, Devil and God, it probably shaped a lot of the way I play guitar to today, honestly.
Sick.
So yeah, that's a. I mean, I love Brand New too. The I know people are, yeah, whatever. Sometimes you do have to separate the art from the artist, and yeah, that's a good one. That's a great band. Don't cheat on your wife with a weird underage girls though. That's a bad look. So don't do that.
Dude can eat
Um
a bag of dicks, but the
yeah,
music
but you can
itself.
still, yeah, those records like shaped my youth pretty hard. So like, yeah, fuck Jesse Lacey, but that shit like really those records do mean a lot to me, and unfortunately they're not as listenable now because of that, but the musicality on those records is still incredible.
Yeah. That generation of like, I don't know, emo, post hardcore, like it'll never be the same. Taking Back Sunday, Thrice, Rise Against, like you like
Yep.
OG Rise Against, right? Like
Yeah, back when
old
he had
day to
like
remember.
back when he had an afro, dude. Like
Yeah, yeah.
nobody remembers that he had like a ginger afro at one point.
It was like parted in the middle and just like
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was
flowing out the
crazy,
side.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. We
Yeah.
had at least I had the class. One of our history teachers was really into mountain biking, and there was
Sick.
Rise Against songs on mountain biking videos. And so like everyone else is like watching the stuff. I'm listening to the music. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hell
heck
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out teachers who get you into music. I think every punk or hardcore kid or emo kid had one of them. So shout out Scott Gonzalez, yo, Mr. G, you
There you
rock.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
So
That's
we
awesome.
go from this kind of music. Kyle goes down the route of like straight up hardcore. Like he starts to get into AFI, he gets into Boy Sets
hell yeah.
Fire. Like his older brother, like definitely set that path for us. But my story of getting into heavy vocals and stuff like that is Kyle comes over one day and he goes, "Dude, this band says the F word like 3 times in this song. I bet you can't guess where it is." And it's Atreyu. Uh
Holy
Suicide Note
shit.
and Butterfly Kisses. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that leads us down the metalcore path. Where do you go after you're in post hardcore? You're getting used to like the lyrics. There's a little bit of screaming and stuff on Taking Back Sunday. Do you go down metalcore? Do you go down hardcore? Like what? Where's your development at that point?
I probably went more down like just like general 90s rock music. Stone Temple Pilots, Foo Fighters,
Mm,
Nirvana, Jane's Addiction, Smashing Pumpkins, Jimmy Eat World. Even though I know they're kind of more in like the 90 or like the early 2000s emo-y, but like they have some like early 90s stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, so I like went down that route more. But then I eventually got into the metalcore stuff and the hardcore stuff. Like my mom was like a youth pastor, so like she showed me a lot of like Christcore stuff.
Mm.
Which is like a crazy like crazy road that I don't know if a lot of people take to get to hardcore and stuff, but like yo, my mom's like song to me was like For Now by Stretch Armstrong as a kid. And like
Sick.
It's legit.
yeah, super cuz like that's a hardcore band, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like they're a hardcore band. They have breakdowns. Like that song For Now is like dun 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 da da da. Like yo, that's like a fucking like breakdown, dude. That's sick.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
You're
I just
you're
got into
just
like
so
'90s rock.
I was just gonna say, just so you know, you're talking to two like huge Christ core guys. Like
Let's go. I
I
mean,
tell people all the time that
nice,
like
nice. That's
you
like
haven't
the right
been,
response.
yeah, people talk a lot of crap on it. And I'm like, you've never been hit in the face at a Sleeping Giant show in the basement of a church, and it shows, like
Yo, you never saw Brian Head Welch at a church like I did. You know what I mean? Like you didn't see him
yeah,
play blind in the church.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
Yo, it
Such
was
a wild
crazy.
thing.
Yeah, it was like them, the ghost inside, and like somebody else. Like But I was there for Corn or Brian Head Welch. Uh, but yeah,
Isn't
shout
that
out Christ Core, I guess.
it's still wild to me that the dude from Corn plays in Holy
Holy
Name
name.
with yeah with the
I
dude
haven't
from
listened to that
Suicide
band.
Color.
I should check that out.
It's
Check it
it's
out.
like pretty preachy Christ core stuff, but it's good, man. It's cool. It's pretty
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Um, so how did your mom get into it? Because that's not like I don't know. That's not like a normal path. I feel like.
It's not, and my mom has told this story to a lot of people, so I think it's okay to tell it. My mom dated this dude named Andy at the time, when I was like a little kid, and I remember him like coming around and stuff, like, because he went to the same church that my mom was like a youth pastor at. Yeah, yeah, and he broke up with her and gave her "Tell All Your Friends" and was like, "Yo, I think you'll really like this record after this breakup." And yeah, so that's how that was like my introduction and her introduction to it, and like I just always like gravitated around all the like musicians at the church and stuff. I actually like started playing drums at a like in like 6th grade. And
Cool.
then I grew up in a small town outside of Houston, and um, nobody wanted to play emo music. Everyone wanted to play like math rock or like heavy metal, like Pantera and stuff, which is sick. I am a heavy metal guy now, but at the time I was like, well, that's not really what I want to play, and so then I taught myself how to play guitar. But Yeah, my mom got into it through an ex-boyfriend, and who he was in like a screamo band, like some like Yaphet Kotto, like Pine, like screamo
Yeah.
band, and like he would be up there like rage dancing and like moshing and like spin kicking and stuff, and I was like, yo, that's sick. Like this dude's doing fucking karate like on stage. Like my little 5-year-old self was like, I want to do that. Like that's fucking badass, you know?
Holy cow!
there's
So
a
that's
there's a plot
24
to a
years.
movie in there somewhere, right?
Oh, there has to be, right? Like, or at least like a really shitty book.
Yeah, right.
Dude, that's so
Sorry, Trevor.
sick,
What were you
man.
saying?
No. I was just saying. So that's 24 years ago. So like screamo's, still relatively young at that point in time. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I wish I could remember what band it was in. Maybe I can find it somewhere and I can like plug it to y'all eventually or something. I'll ask my mom what's up.
Dude, you're gonna find a
She's
YouTube video, and you're
dude,
gonna see a little 5-year-old you chilling.
that would be so sick. I wish I could tell 5-year-old me what's going on now. He'd probably be pretty proud, so that'd be
Whenever
cool.
this dude's probably showing up somewhere, and we're like, we're gonna jump this guy in a parking lot for Jonah's mom. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Dude, sick.
So,
So go ahead, Kyle.
oh, go ahead. No, you're good, Trevor. Go ahead. I've talked a lot.
I was just gonna say, so you taught yourself guitar, you're now into, alternative rock for the most part. What's the first band you play in? Like, what's the first thing that you start writing?
The first band I was ever in was a band with my best friend Zane Hamilton. Shout out Uncle Zane. Um, we were in this band that's just like essentially Taking Back Sunday worship. We had two singers and there was four of us, and I played guitar and sang, and so did our friend Tommy. He played guitar and sang, and it was called Talking Forever, named after a Taking Back Sunday lyric, and this photograph is proof. And Yeah, that was like the first band I was in. And I was in that band for like 2 3 years. And I was probably like that was like right out of high school. So I was like, because I lived in a small town, so like, and I didn't have a car until I was like 18. Um, and So I just kind of like played guitar in my room. I'm not some shredder or anything like that, but yeah, I just like kind of played guitar in my room, like chilled by myself, and we did that, and it's chill. Like it I don't think it's good because nobody thinks their first band is good, right? But um Yeah, that was like the first band I was in that toured, and like we had CDs like in a local record store. Like shout out Bucky and Ryan from Wired Up, like in Houston. Um, they like put our CD there, and we played at Walters on Naylor a bunch, and yeah, I was just in like a shitty emo band like for my first one, and it was great.
Dude, for the first band, that's solid though. To be able to like tour a little bit, get an album out and stuff like that. And that's when CDs still mattered, right? So
Yeah,
this is
truly.
Yeah.
this is what, 9 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, yeah. Before my 21st birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is
Okay.
like 8, 9 years ago. Damn, that's crazy. That's so long ago. Oh my
That is
god.
wild. But I mean, albums still were important back then. Like I remember there was still Hastings and all sorts of like album stores around us. And I used to go and buy the $3 used albums or whatever and just throw them in my car. Like, dude, I
Hell
was all
yeah.
about that. So
No, same,
it,
man.
it was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Hastings. Unfortunately, out of business, but they
Yeah,
rocked while they were around.
dude. I used to go and there was like a deal. So it was up in our college town where I would go to Hastings, and they had a deal where you could get like 10 DVDs for $10. And then you
So
could
sick.
go and you could get like $3 used record or used CDs and stuff like that. I used to go and drop like $30 and walk out of there with like two bagfuls of crap, you know? So it was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's so sick. You can't do that anymore. I miss that.
No, no,
I
it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
we talk a lot about how we miss physical mediums, you know. It's
Dude,
important.
I'm on a huge physical media kick right now. Yeah, I time is so fleeting. And God forbid I ever like go early or whatever, but like I've been like journaling and like annotating books I'm reading, and like uh we found like a tape recorder in the house that we bought, and I've been like wanting to start a podcast but like record everything to tape for my son, that way like
Yeah.
yo, if I dip out early, like yo, he has like something to remember me by and like hear my tangible voice,
Yeah.
like yeah, so I'm on a big physical media kick right now.
That's super cool. I mean, me and Trevor have gotten into vinyl and stuff, but like I had a what were those Kindle, but then we went and got like a library card, and so now I just go like get books, you know,
Fuck yeah, hell
and like
yeah.
yeah, it's just I don't know. There's just something to say about like holding stuff in your hands, and like we talked to a band from South Carolina that's like printing tickets again for people.
Damn,
You
that's crazy. I don't know if I would ever do that, but
know?
that's sick. Maybe one day Strange Joy will be big enough to not
Yeah,
have to worry about that, and people can print tickets for us. But I don't know if I will do that
we
for
even
us.
got asked. We even got asked about like street teams, if that's a thing anymore, of like doing flyers and stuff. Like,
For the bands.
yeah, like we had a buddy that was out in Salt Lake City that was like hanging up flyers for a concert. Like, when was the last time that was a thing? You know?
Damn, that's sick.
Do you
Strange
remember
Joy
like
needs a street
you
team.
need a street team, dude, and like you got to
Hell
get the
yeah,
website because I remember like going to the website and like putting your email in, and they would email you and be like, "Yeah, show up at this place," and you'd go and get flyers and crap. And
that's
yeah, dude,
sick. I'm glad those are coming back. We
you
need
got
more things that bring people together right now.
yeah.
you got to come up with like a street team name though. Like what are they going
Yeah,
to be called? You
the,
call them like
the
the
they're
Joy Boys or something.
The
they're
Joy
uh
Boys,
they're SJWs. They're Strange
The
Joy
SJWs.
Warriors.
Oh, there you
SJWs,
go.
yeah,
Yeah, Strange
SJWs.
Joy Warriors.
dude. We could walk around with umbrellas and stuff. Like, you know, we can do that with the festival.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, how
Well,
did you? Oh wait,
nope, you're good.
you get Trevor? All right.
Yeah.
So how did this lead in then to like Strange Joy?
I mean, I don't like. I'd always listened to hardcore music, especially like in high school and post high school and stuff. Shout out Half Heart. That was probably like the first like real like hardcore band that I like listened to. I'm not like on some cooler guy shit where I'm gonna be like, oh, my first hardcore band was whatever fucking,
Yeah.
Marauder or some cool shit. Like, yeah, Half Heart. Even though I think Half Heart is I mean, they're one of my favorite bands of all time, but like, um, Flynn, please never watch this. Um,
He doesn't.
uh,
Don't worry.
but like that was probably like the first like real hardcore band like I like really like got into. Where I was like, yo, like I resonate with like the music and the lyrics and the emotion and like um Songs to Scream at the Sun like hit super hard for me because I didn't have a father
So
growing
good.
up. And so like not having a dad, like listening to that record front to back and like listening to Boston's and stuff, and I'm like,
Yes.
fuck, like this is like yeah, like this hits home really hard. And so I always wanted to do a band like that, but um I wanted to do a band that was like emotional like that, not necessarily like hardcore, but I wanted to do a band that was like fun and people could like move to and like it could play any show. Kind of like do y'all fuck with Culture Abuse at all?
I
I
know
don't
the
think I've heard
name.
of him.
I haven't listened a
Yo,
lot.
y'all should check out both Peach and Baydream. Incredible records. Yeah, great records. And but Culture Abuse was always they were like this like they're just like a rock band, like a straight up rock band. Like they would cover like the Clash and shit. And
Sick.
yeah, super sick. But they'd be like covering the Clash at like a concert with like twitching tongues playing like and I was always like, yo, it's so sick that like Culture Abuse is playing all of these heavy ass shows with like Dare and Army and like fucking like playing LDB and like all this shit, and I was like, that's fucking sick. Like they're not a hardcore band, but they are playing hardcore shows, and I was like, that's fucking sick. But then I like had the realization of like, oh no, they are a hardcore band because of like their ethos and their mindset and like how they like operate. Like that's what makes them a hardcore band. In the same way, that's what makes Strange Joy a hardcore band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like yeah, I just was like after Talking Forever broke up, I did this like Dinosaur Jr.-y like emo kind of thing called Groundhog Day with again my buddy Zane. And we did that for like another year or so, and we toured like once or twice and like played a lot of Texas shows, and it was fun. It was like a 3-piece and a 4-piece at one point. And it was fun. It was sick. Um and then I had Desmond, my son, and I just kind of like stepped away from music. Yeah, because we also had Desmond during COVID. And after Desmond was born, I had all these emotions about being a new father that I had to get out, because I didn't have a dad, and not that that's like a big deal or whatever, but like I was like, yo, like I have this little dude I have to take care of, and like I have no track record for how to do this. Like my mom and my stepdad like didn't get married until I was like 19. So like for my entire life it was like just me and my mom and my little brother. Um and yeah, so I was like feeling the itch, right, to like play music. And so my buddy Jonathan DeCuba, he played in this band Trembler, and he plays in this current kind of like Elliott Smith, like Heater Misser band called A Morning in Heaven. Uh, I was like, yo, dude, let's do something that's like no stress. Like, let's just like jam, let's
Mhm.
like write and record like some stuff, like no stress. And then we wrote Leaves, and I was like, fuck, this band's really good. Um, and I probably like burnt myself out and burnt everyone else out in the band of Strange Joy the first like year we were a band, because I was like, yo, I've never been in like a cool band before, or like a good band that I like was like, yo, I like, even though the other bands I have been in are good upon like hindsight, but like I had never been in a band where I was like, from the jump, I was like, yo, this has it. Whatever it is, it like has it. And like the tangible feeling that you get when you like hear something for the first time and you're like, yo, this is fucking sick. Um and so I probably like burnt everybody out because we were playing like way too many Texas shows, and like for a dude who can't tour, I was trying so hard to tour. And like we would do like a 3-day weekend run to like Kansas and then like come back home and like drive through the night, like just like stupid shit that like I shouldn't be doing like with a child. And like trying to be like super dad and work and stuff. It was just like too much. And so like we went through a lot of lineup changes because like um yeah, I was just burning everybody out. And that sucks. Cuz I never wanted that to be the case, but like luckily everybody's still cool. Like we're all friends. And we have a new lineup now with some of the dudes from Ritual, some of the dudes from this band Petty Thief, and Jason from Dallas who plays in One in the Chamber and Warlord. I don't know if y'all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Strange Joy is kind of like it's not a solo project at all. Um but it definitely is like a band in the sense of like, yo, I can't play, who can fill in for us? Like,
Mm.
oh, they can't play, so like who else can fill in for us? Like kind of, you know what I mean? And I think that's actually a really special thing upon hindsight because yo, it's like everyone's band. Like Strange Joy is literally for everybody.
Yeah.
Um and so we have a new lineup, and like I recorded Power Pop, which were songs I wrote with my buddy Jonathan DeCuba, and um I recorded that with Jacob, who's in Strange Joy, Carson Wilcox from Narrowhead and Scourge. He played drums on it. Shout out Carson.
Sick.
Yeah, he crushed it. And who Raymond, who's in Strange Joy, and Jason from, yeah, that's all who contributed to the Power Pop EP. Um and sorry, I'm like super long-winded.
Nah, keep going, dude.
Uh,
This is
Good.
perfect. Yeah, you're good.
um and yeah, so we put out Power Pop. We had like the Power Pop release show in like December of like 23, I think. We had it at the parking lot of East End Barber in Houston. That was awesome. Shout out Ryan for letting us do that. That was a great show. Like we put a stage in the parking lot and kids were like stage diving off of it and stuff. It was awesome. It was great. Um, and then we kind of just didn't do anything. And that was it. I like life got in the way and we had to cancel the tour, and like I was in the process of like buying a house and like doing a bunch of like I really had to like lock in on like life stuff, like as you have to do sometimes. And I really really thought I was like done with music for real. Um and then Glare hit us up and was like, "Yo, we would really like y'all to play some Texas shows with us, if not like one Texas show." And I was like, yo, like let me think about it, like I would love that. And like luckily it like everything aligned and we got to play, and like a few weeks ago we just played our first show in a year and it was awesome. um and I have somehow written, not full songs, but like written riffs for a entire LP that should be out next year.
Sick.
So Strange Joy LP 1 on the way, can confirm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, so and it's like I think it's the best stuff we've like I have written probably ever. So I'm excited for it. So that'll be cool. So yeah, that's kind of like the history of Strange Joy and like what brought us to like this. Where we go to we fly to New York next week um to play the Sunday Drive 10-year anniversary show. And I'm super stoked for that. This is my first time going to New York, and it's Strange Joy's first New York show. We've played Boston once, but we haven't played the East Coast other than that. Um, and yeah, I'm excited. It feels good to be like doing music again for the first time in I said a year, but it's probably closer to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Sick. So let me ask you, because and you've touched on this a lot already, so this might get a little bit repetitive, but you guys came out like hot, hot. So you said it was like 21, 22. So 21 is when you dropped the first 5-song demo, correct?
Yeah, 5 tracks, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
into
guys just
21.
you guys just take off. I mean, by 22, you're in Revolver, you're in Brooklyn Vegan, you're on No Echo, all that kind of stuff. Dude, you're rolling your eyes. The
No,
Revolver
no, it was
article
crazy. It
has
was crazy.
it has ended. It has Contention, who is, I think, the best. It was the best album of 24. Like
No, no,
Contention's
Contention's
incredible.
great. And it's great too. Also, homie that I'm not aware of their name, but like homie who sings is like classically trained and has like
Yeah,
some of the best vocals in music, period, right now.
yeah. And then there's the dude who was in Code Orange and Godflesh and stuff like that on this article. And you guys are on that article. Like, how surreal was that to feel like it was blowing up that fast? And obviously that contributes to the pressure to push it farther than probably should have, right? But yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, it totally did. Because like whether it's like my ego or like the pursuit of like just trying to give something my all, because I have that problem in a lot of areas, almost to the point where I'll just like burn myself out because I'm like, no, 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 like it's got to be the best like iteration of like whatever I'm doing. Like I got to be the best dad, I got to be the best like barber, I got to be the best like musician, like guy, like I have to be the best. And to the point where I like straight up just like burn myself out. And it was awesome to see us in like Brooklyn Vegan was like the first one to like shout us out. And then like No Echo did like the write up and that was sick. And then to get the Revolver like shit, I was like, yo, holy shit. Like I read Revolver. Like I had Revolver magazines as a kid. Like and like for my mom and stuff, that was like a oh shit, Jonah's like a music guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's not just some, like, little kid, like, he's, like, doing something, like, I don't know, you know? And so that was cool. It was cool for, like, a lot of reasons, but it was just cool to see us in Revolver, like, that was crazy. And I'm super grateful. I think his name's Elliot, or their name's Elliot, who put us in there, and I'm super grateful that they, like, liked us enough to, like, put us in there because that was crazy. It was surreal, and I appreciate it. And actually, because of all of that, we got to play with Fiddlehead, and so like I got to like meet Pat and stuff, and that was sick. That was cool. Like Fiddlehead's one of my favorite bands now, still, and like he's a father, I'm a father. Like we don't know each other like super well or anything, but like just like those songs really resonate with me in the same way that the Strange Joy songs do. And to like play 2 shows with Fiddlehead, like out of the gate, like off of 5 tracks was like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Dal, shout out Pat. They like both of them immediately, like when we played with them, they were like, yo, y'all are good. Like, and I was like, yo, that's awesome. Yeah, so that was really cool. And it was great, but it did put a pressure on me to like try super hard and like stretch myself and my bandmates like literally to the point of like paper thin. And that sucks because like music should be fun and it should be this thing of like expression and like
Mhm.
feeling and like excuse me, and it should be like a low stress thing, not a super high stress thing, and or at least like a manageable stress, I
Yeah.
should say. And yeah, it became like a high stress thing that wasn't fun for me. And that sucks because like I really, really do love like playing music. But now it's all chill, and we have devised a we have set healthy boundaries and devised a strategy to let us get out on the road. Also, it helps that my kid's getting older.
Yeah.
Desmond just turned 5, and he's like the best little dude ever. He loves Foo Fighters too, so we bond over that. And yeah, like everything is kind of like aligning right now for me to keep doing music, and it feels really nice. So I'm excited.
That's
That's
way
cool.
sick.
That's super cool. And one of the things that like drew me in when I first started listening to you guys. So I'm originally from Utah. That's where Trevor's at. I've been in Dallas for like 5 years or so. And when I got down here, I just like went all in to try and find as many Texas bands. And it's hard because like Texas is huge and there's all these
Huge.
different scenes and everyone's got like their little groups of scenes and bands and all this stuff. And so it's like taking me a while
I'll
to
be y'all's resident like Houston liaison, where I just like pop in on the pod and I'm like,
do it,
yo,
man.
here's the
Hell
Houston
yeah.
scoop. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's
Totally
like
down
hard
with
keeping
that.
up. But I don't know how I found you guys specifically. It might have been like a recommended artist off of the band Drip Fed from
Okay,
Austin because it
sick.
was like a kind of a similar sound, right? But then I clicked on you guys and I was like, man, this is like your 5-song EP, like the 5 tracks or whatever it's called, 5 tracks EP. Um,
Yeah.
there was like such a level of maturity to the music that I was like, man, this is so cool. Like first EPs, demos or stuff like that's not supposed to sound
Yeah.
as good as y'all did. And it really
Yeah.
like it really grabbed me. And I was like, this is, I mean, like what they look, I will agree with Pat Flynn. How about that? It was, you
Yeah.
guys are good. Like it was really good, And
Thank
so
you.
like it's not super common to get bands that like have that level of musical maturity right out the gate. So
Yeah, and it's not all me. Dakubo like helped write those songs just as much as I did, and like me and him worked really well together. And like he's just like in different projects now and stuff, and so it's chill. Like Ian now plays drums for Strange Joy, and like he plays in Ritual, and he's on tour with Glare right now, and he's a fantastic drummer. And like AJ from Ritual and Warlord and It's the Limit, and like he plays guitar, and then Jacob plays in Headless World in Philly because he lives out there. Like so we're all spread out over Texas. And yeah, I think we have a really solid group right now, and I'm really excited for the LP to like start writing as a full band and like getting together and jamming and stuff. I just went and got a practice space. So
nice.
like yeah, it's like happening again. So like I'm excited for real.
Cool.
I got the feeling, as they say.
Yeah. Can I just say thank you for doing an LP?
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
historically have huge problems with EPs, so thank you.
Well, yo, my first band did a LP out of the gate.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and
Respect.
at the
That's
time I was
ambitious.
just like, I was like, yo, that's just. I was like, Taking Back Sunday did a LP out of the gate, like we have to. Yeah, and then Strange Joy has was like, what if we just do two EPs and no LP? So LP is due, and I think it'll be really good. I'm very excited for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Filling in the time between the last Strange Joy Power Pop EP and to today, you did some guitar work on Finesse.
Yes.
So this is different. This is more just what you expect hardcore wise,
Hardcore. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So did you just record? Did you help write this? Like
I
what was
I
Finesse
just
for
helped
you?
record. I mean I was playing in Finesse for a little bit. Derek
Okay.
Rathbun, my buddy that I mentioned at the beginning of the pod, he's a fucking genius, dude. That he's like bro can't miss. And he wrote all the songs, and he was just like, "Yo, I just want to be in a band with you, so play." And I was like, "All right,
Mhm.
cool." And then like around the same time, Finesse had started playing shows and like practicing for real. Life stuff just happened, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta step away." And it was like a mutually like agreement thing, and we were totally chill. I was just like, "Yo, I will help record. I will help do whatever I need to see this band like succeed." But like we gotta I gotta dip out, and Derek was super cool, and Thomas Keener filled my spot. So shout out Thomas. He's a great guitar player.
So I bring this up because obviously it's heavier. Do you have that urge? Do you have like an itch that you want to scratch with heavy music,
Oh yeah,
or
for sure.
because of your sensibilities of you know the alternative rock and stuff like that, and where quite frankly, Strange Joy is, do you not feel the need to watch someone get punched in the face?
No, I absolutely do, and I won't mosh all the time, but I'll mosh every now and then. I'll come out of mosh retirement every few years. Um, No, I'm actually like working on a project right now that's it's not hush hush, but like I'm like very new working on it. And it's like some crossover like
Sick.
hardcore like thrash stuff. So like yeah, and I'm just playing guitar in it. So like it can if it blows up or whatever, I won't hold it back at all. So
Sick.
um, yeah, yeah. So hopefully that that pans out. We don't have a name or anything yet. It's like literally like in the infancy of development, but it's something that I've like wanted to scratch for a long time. It just hasn't aligned and yeah, I don't know right now like we we bought a house last year and it got fucked up by the hurricane in
Mm.
Beryl. But like our house is fixed now, and I'll actually like show y'all. But like I have like a music room now, and so
Oh,
like
sick.
That's
yeah,
tight.
so I got my little like chill space, like for me to like
Oh,
hang
it's
out and be
nice, man.
creative. And yeah, thank you. And yeah, it I'm just trying to like write as much music as I can right now because like I have the feeling. And so I'm working on some heavy stuff. I want to do like a power violence thing. Um yeah, just like I feel like there's not enough like true power violence bands out there right now. So I want to do something like that, but yeah, I just like playing music, man. Like me and my wife are working on like some Smashing Pumpkins, like
Sweet.
cranberry like stuff that we're
Cool.
just doing for fun, like at the house, yeah. And like I'm excited to do that with her and like be creative with her in that like way because that's like a super special form of intimacy to like create music with somebody.
Yeah.
And so I'm super stoked for that. So we're gonna try and put out like an EP that I'm gonna like self-record and everything, like all at the house.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm gonna play literally like everything on it, and she's gonna sing. So it'll be
Sick.
cool.
So I say this with all due respect. You're a big boy.
I am a
When you come out of Mosh retirement, are you clearing rooms? Like
probably, yeah, probably. Uh, Man, I'm trying to think of what podcast it was, but when Five Tracks came out, I was wearing. They were like a, Demo Listen. Shout out to those guys.
Okay.
For putting Strange Joy on. I only listened to the episode with us on it because I'm an asshole. But they like put on Strange Joy and somebody sent it to me and was like, "Yo, Strange Joy's on this," and they were like listening to it for the first time, like without like a blind listen on the podcast, and like they went off like the picture we had on our Bandcamp, and it's like me like jumping up in the air, like swinging the mic, and I'm in like a Power Trip hoodie, and so they like he's like he called me a biggerman and yeah, and so it's like stuck and I think it's so funny. But they like put it on and they were like, yo, like this biggerman right here in a power troop hoodie, like let's see what he's got, and then they put on leaves and it was like super chill and or not chill but they were like, what the fuck am I listening to right now? um
That's
but yeah,
hilarious.
so I am a bigger man. I clear rooms, and I broke my ankle at Flyover Fest. And when Strange Joy played it, I jumped off the stage and like obliterated my ankle.
Oh
Yeah,
dang.
yeah,
We're
not.
heading out to fly over this year. So
Yo, hell yeah,
yeah, excited for
yo.
that.
What they got going on up there is super cool and super special right now, and so I'm just like grateful Strange Joy got to play it once. But the lineup this year is incredible. I got a wedding to go to, so I won't be there, but um yeah, no, it's a great lineup this year.
Yeah.
No, we're excited.
So I wanted to ask a little bit about uh, Houston and the scene and stuff because like uh, a lot of what we've learned has been through people like Rob to Live and Daniel from Die Young and stuff.
Oh
But
yeah.
we also talked to Alex Longoria that's played in like bass for like every band. It feels like
Yeah.
Punk, hardcore,
you know,
everything.
Oh yeah.
yeah. But he's like, I think he does bass or something for like Liberty and Justice or Bullshit Detector, one of those. Like
Okay.
he,
Hell
will
yeah.
fill in stuff. So my perception of Texas is that it's like very metal influenced, but I see a lot of these like oi punk bands down in Houston. Is it like a good mix down there, or do you see like certain influences more than others?
No, I mean, like, I think Houston is such a melting pot of culture and stuff that like everybody has their like piece of the pie, so to say. But like Ryan and like Liberty and Justice are like definitely on the forefront of any oi in Texas. Um yeah, they're crushing it right now. And we actually did a tour with them and Slugger in
Mm,
2024, like summer of 2024. And that was awesome, man. Like I appreciate Ryan for putting us on that. And all the shows were great. But yeah, I'm not a oi guy necessarily, but like I totally respect it because like that's somebody's shit, and I will never yuck on somebody's yum.
yeah,
Um and but yeah, like I know Bullshit Detector and like Manny from Concrete Elite and stuff. Like we've played plenty of shows with oi bands, like so that's what I'm saying. Like Strange Joy, just like whatever we want to do, we just like do. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And yeah, so like there is an oi scene in Texas right now, and it's a really good one. It's not like necessarily like my scene, you know what I mean? But like,
right.
yo, they are doing it the right way and like crushing it. Houston has so many different bands though. I mean, like you have Narrowhead, you have Liberty and Justice, you have Strange Joy, you have Missile Crisis and um Ancient Ones and Finesse and Everyone Bleeds, and you have Weight Class and Freeze Out and Gangbusters and Scourge and Dress
Yeah.
Code and like so like yo, you have Trembler and like all these band like all Days and like Tincture and like all these different bands that all play shows together. And I think that's like such a beautiful thing,
Hmm.
like to like actually have it be like the scene is just as diverse as this city, and I love that.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, because like I mean, I go to shows frequently in Dallas, and like, yeah, I definitely get more of like a metal, even like deathcore feel up here. And maybe that's just what the
There, I
kids are
mean,
playing nowadays.
Houston has deathcore. We have Corpse Pile, Girl of Glass. Like,
You got some
shout out
big
Jason.
deathcore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Houston's really down for the deathcore and like down for
that's
the
cool.
like death metal and stuff. Shout out Napalm Death and like all like yeah. Houston's so weird in the best way. It's crazy in the best way, and I would not have it any other way for real.
That's legit. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's been a ton of fun like learning about their like Texas bands. There's real good stuff going on
No, there's
in
great
Texas. Like,
stuff
I
going
think some
on.
of the best bands in hardcore right now are starting to come out of Texas.
I
So
agree. I agree. Yeah, I'm actually like um I'm trying to do like a Christmas like benefit show type thing that's like big mixed bill thing. Um yeah, and like the goal is to have like bands from every spectrum like on it and just like kind of showcase like what Houston is like up to right now. So like hopefully it pans out. If it doesn't, no sweat, maybe next year. But yeah, I'm like I got some stuff cooking, so yeah, be
that's
like maybe be on the lookout for that. I don't know. We'll
yeah.
see.
Sick.
Let
Yeah.
me know. Maybe I'll drive down. So
Yo, yeah, for sure.
I have family in Houston, and I haven't been
Okay.
down in a bit. So
Oh yeah.
gives me an excuse to see them, I guess.
Yeah, we can fly Trevor down too, and y'all can do a live podcast.
Yeah, we'll do.
Man, you
I'm
get
not
me
ready
down
for that,
there and
man.
I'm down. So
Yeah.
You do a live one, Trevor?
I'll go live. Who cares? With
Yeah,
as
I don't
bad
know.
as we have sounded on this, we could go live. Who cares?
No, I think y'all are great. I think y'all are good hosts for real.
Listen, man.
Well, thank you.
Listen to the last episode. Get to the end and then and then
I,
comment on it.
I haven't been listening to a lot of music lately that's not Strange Joy demos for the LP, but I'll throw on the last episode of the pod for real.
Just I'm glad you talked to us before you listened to the last episode. It's
Oh,
a little
dude,
weird. It's a little
I
weird.
just like talking to people, man. I'm a people person, so
Yeah. Well, I've got your number now, so like I'll prank call you at 3 a.m. or something.
yo, I won't answer,
Yeah.
but if you leave me a voicemail, I will listen to it.
All right. Maybe I
Yeah, for
will.
sure.
Um,
Sick.
so the last thing then, this tour with Gum. So
Yeah,
it's so you said you're going out to New York. You got the tour with Gum that I think's in November, right?
yeah, it's in November. We're playing all the Texas dates on it, except for Dallas, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I got some work shit I got to do on that Monday, so, but yeah, Gum's the homies. We've played with them before, and shout out Harry and Drew and Trevor from and Phil from Gum. Like those are our guys, and we've wanted to do something with them for a while, and like I think Sunday Drive and Corruption and Convulse all have like a good working relationship, and so like to get a chance to do something with a Convulse band is really awesome. So I'm like super excited for that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah,
that new
that
single they dropped was dope.
fire, so
So
good,
good. Yeah.
so good. Yeah, Derek, my friend from Finesse and Ancient Ones and everything, he did the music video for that.
Oh, sick.
Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. My boy can't miss. Shout out Derek. Um, yeah, but yeah, that'll be our first like run in 2 years since the Liberty and Justice run, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
so yeah, it'll be cool, man. I'm excited for that. And then we're kind of like we're planning on recording sometime next year, and but we're definitely going to be more active. I think
Good.
like this is the pit therapy podcast, but I think like I've found like the like yo, in order for me to be like the best version of myself for everyone around me, like I have to be doing music in like some capacity. Does that mean I need to like stress myself out about all of it all the time? Fuck no. But
Right.
like I do need to be doing music and doing Strange Joy. Um and so like that's like a really cool place to be in, and like it's cool to take Desmond to shows and stuff. Like he's been to quite a few Strange Joy shows already, and like it's cool to look over and see him like side stage or whatever, and he's like just watching, like trying to figure out why everybody's moshing and stuff. And um yeah, but it's I think 2026 and 2027 will be like really busy, really
Sick.
healthily busy
Yeah,
years for Strange Joy.
Well, we'll
that's
figure out
good.
how to get you up to Utah. I mean, you can go to
Well,
Dallas
yo,
whenever, but
we played Salt Lake City one time.
did you?
Yeah, we did. With Pummel on Pummel's last tour before they broke up.
Okay.
Um, yeah, we played a pizza place there. Um,
Oh. Oh,
yeah,
what wild was it? I think it was called Wild Mushroom. No, it wasn't Wild Mushroom. I don't I
no,
know what you're talking about, but yeah.
yeah, it was a pizza spot owned by an Indian dude. He was super cool. And then like the show ended hella early. So we went and caught Angel Dust like at it's like the bee cave or
The
like bee
Beehive.
The beehive.
beehive. Yeah. Yeah, so like we like crossed the street and just like went and watched Angel Dust like finish their set.
Oh, you know what? That was like 2 years ago, right? Or
Yeah,
was
or
it
like two
longer
or
than that?
three.
Dude,
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
actually
that long
remember
ago.
that. There was like 3 shows happening all on the same night. It was
Yes.
wild.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
sick.
not a lot of people at our show because of that, but it's chill. Yeah, it's
I
chill.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Sick, man.
I was glad it ended early so we could see Angel Dust because I love Angel Dust, so it was sick.
That's way dope,
Another
man.
good rock band.
There
For
you go.
sure. Their new album's
Yeah,
really good too. Well, I guess it's not really new anymore, but
EP,
yeah,
but
their
yeah,
last
no, it's
EP.
good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
well, cool, man. Thank you for jumping on. Like
dude, thank you
Trevor,
for having me.
I don't know if you have anything else.
No, man. I'm good. This was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate it, man. We're big fans of Strange Joy. Excited for what's coming down the line and all the rest of your projects, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Thank y'all. Yeah, no, thank y'all for having me. I am also excited to be a fan of music again. That's like the best feeling. Like, yeah, it's been really cool, like being a fan of music, and it's cool to be corny.
Yeah,
Oh
Like,
hell yeah.
dude, it is cool to be corny about shit. And so like it's been dope like being a fan of music again. So
Sick.
I'm hyped.
yeah.
Yeah, I really can't thank y'all enough for having me though. This has been great. We got to run it back
We
eventually.
will. We will.
Yeah.
Dude, we will for sure. Whether it's when Strangely drops the LP or if you get a new project out there, like we'll get you back on, man.
Yeah.
This was
What's
Yo,
fun.
up,
hell
man?
yeah.
You're welcome
I'll
anytime.
be the resident Houston liaison, dude.
There it
Dude,
is.
there's
We can
enough
do like
stuff
the
going
news
on
cut
down there.
style. Yeah.
We'll have to. We'll just have you cut
Yeah.
in like at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
once a
And
quarter.
now cutting to our Houston on the front lines activist, like, and then it cuts to me.
He's just like on
Yeah.
the edge of the pit, just getting like hit in the back of the head.
Yo, I will do that at the next show I go to. I'll do like a 30-second video of me like pretending to be a reporter at the show for
Do
y'all.
it. All right.
Let's
I
let's
absolutely
do
will.
it.
Yeah, for
Kyle's
sure.
always talking about doing more skit stuff, so we're all for
No,
it. We're totally
that's so
down.
sick. Hell yeah. I 100% will. I
Yeah.
even have like a little microphone that I'll just like hold. Dude, I'm down. Let's go.
All right.
Sick.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that. We'll do it.
No, no. I look, I'm making a promise right now. I will do it at the Strange Joy Gum show in Houston. Yeah.
That
Bet,
is
dude.
our
All
clip for this episode. So
Yeah.
y'all better be watching because it's
Yeah, I got
coming.
y'all. I got y'all for sure.
Sick, man.
That's sick.
Well, thank you.
So
This was a ton of fun.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
cool. Thanks, man. All right.
Awesome,
See
man.
ya.
Y'all have a good evening.
You too.